Welcome to T21 Mom.
Hi, friends. Welcome back. You're listening to the T21 Mom podcast, and this is episode 136. I'm Mary, mom to my daughter Ainsley, who is 11 years old and has a dual diagnosis of Down syndrome and autism, and I am living life my way. Are you happy that school is back in session? Are you feeling anxious about the coming school year? Do you dread wondering who your child supports will be? Well, I'm right here in the trenches with you. Whether your child is just starting kindergarten, high school, or somewhere in between, I think we can all relate. Ainsley is entering grade 7 this year, which means next year is high school and a new school. We had a really great summer. We had our big vacation to Paris in the middle of the summer. And the rest of the time, Ainsley was in daycare as I was working. And she loves daycare as they do lots of fun things. And, the kids and the staff are really great there. And it's good for her. But, now she's in grade 7. It's a busy year. And I'm all in prep for high school next year. And today was just the first day. So I think it was just an hour, and they always go back to their past class. But she likely will have the same teacher as she did last year because in June she told me that she requested to have her in her class, which was really nice to hear. So I take that as a win. I already knew she'd be getting a new EA as Mr. L changed schools. However, our new EA, who also requested to have Ainsley this year, worked with her last year to assist with any toileting issues and also when Mr. L was on a break or if he was away or if he was sick. So I take that as a win as well, because for the last 3 years, she's gotten somebody totally new. And that was hard. Those were some tough years. And, I think Mr. L left a good groundwork for Ms. D, that's her name, to follow. So I'm really grateful for that. And we actually saw Mr. L a couple times over the summer. He met up with us with his partner's daughter, and who's a little bit younger than Ainsley, Frankie. She's a really sweet girl. And we went to the park one day, and then another day the weather wasn't great. So she came over and her and Ainsley made cookies together, and she really liked that. So that was really nice to touch base with him through the summer. And I really hope Ainsley's, she has a couple of friends, in particular, 2 sweet friends, Hannah and Fair. And I really hope they'll be in her class again this year. That would be another win for sure. Even though we've had a number of different EAs over the last few years, I would say the past few years have, for the most part, been pretty smooth. And after this year, though, I feel like it's one giant abyss. And I don't know if I'm really ready. I don't know if I'm ready for her to leave grade 7. I guess we've gotten comfortable where we're at, and, she loves her daycare, and I really love the staff that they have there. I don't know where they find the staff that they get at the daycare, but they're always so lovely and so awesome with Ainsley. But I really want Ainsley, I want her to really enjoy all the special things that happen in her final year of elementary school. And I also hope that I can participate in some way too. I mean, it's challenging with work and all our various therapies and appointments, but I do want to try to be a little bit more present this year for her final year at her school. And, we have the IEP. I don't know when we'll have our meeting. The last couple of years, it's been okay. We've done it over Zoom and it's worked out, I think, fairly well. But I really hope we can expand more on some of the things in it. Like, I really want to get her reading more. I'm actually feeling a little bit desperate about it because she's in grade 7 and I feel she should be, reading a lot more fluently than she is. We've had some struggles with getting our sessions at the DSRF because people's schedules have changed or there wasn't room or what have you. So we've kind of missed out a lot in the last probably year and a half. So that's been a bit of a challenge, but I really hope we can get that back this year. And, Ainsley really loves books. So I really want her to be able to just pick up a book and read it. I want her to have that joy of reading. And I do feel a little bit of relief that Ainsley's teacher, her husband is actually the head of the learning resource department at her high school that she'll be going to. So I think that's another win, because I am really nervous about Ainsley going into high school and, she may end up being completely segregated. I don't know. She doesn't really have the verbal capacity, I think, to be in all gen ed or mainstreamed. So I really worry about this. But my other really, really big concern is finding proper before and after school care for her. What do you do for this? I don't know what other parents do. It's not like suddenly our kids are in high school and don't have the same needs, and this has been weighing heavily on me probably the last 6 months, actually, because I'm trying to figure out how it's going to look. I thought about maybe altering my work schedule and going in very early and so that I'm able to pick her up, or hoping to find at least 2 EAs who could take her to and from school. I mostly need after school care. We might be able to manage the before school. I don't know. It'll take some juggling, but we might be able to manage that. But, I also need care for spring break, summer, and Christmas. And that's really stressful thinking about it. Daycare currently always closes for a week over Christmas, but that's pretty much it, so I usually can find care either through my brother or my older nieces who want to watch her, you know, but what do I do for 2 weeks of spring break? What do I do for 8 weeks over the summer? Like, I'll have some holidays, but not the entire time. So that's a huge stressor, just trying to figure all that out. So if any of you are in the same boat, I'd love to hear from you and, or if anyone has ideas on what you do to help bridge this, help mitigate it, because, it's 5 years of high school that I need to figure out. So it's a little bit daunting, to say the least. But I really want her to enjoy her last year of elementary school. I've seen a lot of maturity in the last few months, and I really hope that continues. And I've also been seeing a lot more language coming out, and that's exciting too, that she's asking for things without prompting. She's putting more and more words together. So that's really exciting to see, how do you all manage all these changes? I find it just so overwhelming. I really want to be positive about this year, but I'm really nervous for what happens after this year is over. And as I said, today was the first day of school and it's come and gone. And we were sitting at dinner, just me and Ainsley, and I really, I kind of had a sad moment. I really wanted to know how her day went. I asked her, how was your first day at school? But I know she can't answer me back. And it just, it kind of made me sad and a little bit wistful, but I think we'll do okay. And, I took the customary first day of school photo. So actually we got some good pictures, which sometimes often is really challenging with Ainsley. So it was really nice to get some good pictures of her. And she wore a little I Love Paris shirt. So I thought that was really cute. And I really hope to be able to share our Olympic adventures with you because it really was quite an epic trip that I don't think I'll ever forget. It really was amazing. So if you have any great tips on how to navigate this last year of school, I would love to hear them. You can leave me a message on my website at T21Mom.com or even a little voicemail. So I hope you all had a great start to the school year. And I know we have to remain strong for the coming IEPs because that can be really challenging. But we've got this. We can do this one step at a time, one day at a time. We can do this. So thanks for listening to the T21 Mom podcast. And like I said, I would love to hear from you. Let me know how your first day, your first week of school went, and if you have any suggestions for the high school years, because I could use. So keep on loving on your rocking kiddos, and I'll see you next time.